2 months before the Black Whale departs for the new continent, Furyikov realizes he has been hit with a Nen attack after the curse appears on him. This proves that the condition for Beyond's curse was for the targeted prince to go through the seed urn ritual, meaning the real Prince Wobble is also cursed by someone, because even though she did not board the Black Whale, she did perform the seed urn ritual. Furyikov uses his ability, Full Metal Alchemist, to find out the type of the attack. He conjures a laptop that displays 3 options: weapons, armor, and tools. He goes to tools, where we see a bunch of different icons. Some of these are pretty easy to decipher, like fire, electricity, medication, poison, etc. The curse option, however, displays a warning icon. According to him, a warning appears when he is hit with a stealth Nen attack, like a curse, a disease, or a multi-step manipulation attack. Furyikov selects the curse option and sees that his curse is also affecting another person. This person could be Longi, Salkov, or someone we are not aware of yet. The curse was made to have the effect of preventing people from using Nen abilities to find out who has this curse, making Kurapika's first plan to find the person cursing Prince Wobble and exorcise them extremely difficult. Furyikov knows that there is only one person who would do something like this and calls Beyond to confront him. Beyond admits to cursing Furyikov, which means he is not worried about the possibility of the curse being exorcised. It also goes along with what Bill said in chapter 414, that Beyond wants to talk about the curse because he is that confident in his plan. He's been planning for over 20 years, so he is confident that his plan is waterproof. Beyond says that he put the curse on Furyikov to help Prince Benjamin. He could be lying, but I think he's just twisting the truth a little bit. Something Furyikov also says is characteristic of Beyond. I don't think that Benjamin is Beyond's son, but this is him saying that Furykov's curse is not targeting Benjamin, but another prince. So in Furykov's case, it is helping Benjamin, but the curse as a whole is meant to ensure that Beyond's child wins the succession war. Furyikov says that he can just use Full Metal Alchemist to find out the intricacies of the curse, but Beyond simply tells him to go ahead, knowing that the curse is too powerful to be easily deciphered. However, he tells Furyikov the truth about the curse. How after Furykov's death, the curse will kill a certain prince through post-mortem Nen. Beyond confirms to Furyikov that the seed urn ritual was the trigger for the curse, and says that he knows what Prince Benjamin's ability is. So even if Furyikov were to die during the succession war, he would kill one of the other princes and gift his ability to Benjamin, making it a win-win situation. Furyikov doubts whether Beyond is telling the truth, but Beyond again just tells him to use his ability to find out if he doesn't believe him. Furyikov theorizes that Beyond just wants the support of the next king, so he can use one of the Kakin's colonies as his base on the new continent. Beyond can't tell Furyikov the target or the details of the curse, and says that if Furyikov wanted to know more, he would have to interrogate him for it. But because of Beyond's VIP status, Furyikov would need approval from the current king, who, according to Beyond, would rule in Beyond's favor, since he is ensuring that the succession contest goes smoothly. This could, however, just be his confidence talking, and I'm not sure if Nasubi has any idea about Beyond's curse, because I don't think he would approve if he knew Beyond was playing a part in the succession contest outcome. Furyikov is planning to apply for Beyond's surveillance and then stay near him long enough for Full Metal Alchemist to decipher the ability and create an antidote for the curse. However, when he clicks the option to create anti-curse item, he finds out that decoding the curse will take 365 days, meaning he would have to stay near Beyond for a full year just to decipher it. After that, it would take 700 days to conjure the antidote, making it 1065 days in total to remove the curse. Furyikov is shocked, knowing that Beyond making the curse extremely convoluted to decode was his counter to Nen exorcism. Apparently there are cases where the estimated time for conjuring the counter item goes down drastically after the decoding is complete, but even still spending a year standing next to Beyond is just not realistic, not to mention the voyage starts in 2 months. Beyond tells Furyikov that ever since he put the curse on him over 20 years ago, the curse has been siphoning Furykov's aura and growing in power, which is why the curse is so difficult to remove. Furyikov thinks that because the curse requires so much aura, it could not target a regular person, but only a NEN user, thinking that his target is Prince Benjamin. But Beyond responds that he made this curse specifically for the succession contest and reveals the existence of guardian spirit beasts in the succession war. So the seed urn ceremony was not only the trigger, but also the condition for the curse to work. Furykov's and Beyond's conversation gets heated, with Furyikov accusing Beyond of not caring about anything but himself, to which Beyond explains and confirms the Kakin ritual Kurapika theorized, where unless only one prince remains before they reach the new continent, the empire will fall from power. Beyond says that Benjamin winning the contest would be the best outcome for him personally in order to maintain friendly relations with Kakin, and that he holds Benjamin and his guards in high esteem for not participating in the carnival. The carnival is something I can't even talk about on YouTube, but it is the reason why Morena Prudo wants to destroy the Kakin Empire and the world. It is some of the most stomach-turning dark stuff that has ever been written in Hunter x Hunter, and if you wish to know more, it is explained in chapter 408. I do not know what kind of history Beyond has with the Kakin and the carnival. He could just be aware of it and condemn it, which is the most likely scenario. I do not believe Beyond was any kind of byproduct of the carnival, even though he has a big scar on his face, which could stem from something like that. But he is Isaac Netero's son, and I don't think Isaac was hanging around Kakin royalty doing that kind of stuff. Beyond having this kind of sense of morality just surprised me. So maybe Beyond knew someone like Morena and has his own personal reasons to condemn the carnival. Or maybe he's just not on the same level of evil as Prince Sereitnik. Furykov's curse appeared after the 8th prince completed the seed urn ritual, meaning his target is someone among the first 8 princes. He thinks about the possibility of Camilla being his target, since she's also a NEN user, but ultimately decides that he has to verify his target himself. We return to the Black Whale 25 minutes before special martial law is declared. Queen Oito is going to send a postcard to her sister using the General Store, a drone service that will take 3 to 5 days to deliver. She is going to use the Yamato script to hide a cipher in the postcard. According to her, the Yamato script contains multiple writing systems. Kurapika warns Oito that the military might decipher it, so it would be best if she used a location as a keyword both she and her sister would know in order to set up a meeting place. Kurapika becomes hesitant about sending the postcard, thinking about the worst case scenario and how their plan might fail. Then he's saying something to Queen Oito we can't hear, but he most likely altered their plan, and we'll find about that later. They end up writing 8 postcards, which Kurapika hands to Babi Maina for inspection. Babi Maina explains that the inspection system has been abolished and is currently unavailable, but he doesn't mind handing them straight to the General Store. Then the declaration of special martial law happens. We see second Prince Camilla not fazed at all by the announcement. However, she's the first one getting a visit from Prince Benjamin. We see Benjamin's guard, Coventoba, who is supposed to escort Zhang Lei to room 1001, but he seems to be unable to move, saying that the coin he picked up from Zhang Lei's guardian spirit beast is the reason for whatever is wrong with him, possibly being manipulated to not go against Zhang Lei. And because of this, Zhang Lei most likely managed to escape, which we already knew from chapter 410. We see Sereitnik, who doesn't break his concentration and continues working on his Setsu despite the announcement. However, because of his ability, he already knew special martial law was declared 10 seconds ago. So when we see him now, he has probably already thought of a plan of what to do next. Rihan is enforcing special martial law in 5th Prince Tubepa's room, telling the prince to evacuate to room 1001 along with her guards. After some back and forth between Rihan and Tubepa, she agrees to go. Rihan has not been successful in his plan to use Predator to get rid of her guardian spirit beast because it has not appeared since her contract with Kurapika. And in order to use Predator, he has to learn the guardian spirit beast ability himself. We see 6th Prince Tyson happily being escorted to room 1001 by Orao. Lazarus, however, has gone missing, which we already knew from chapter 410. We also see Kanjidol, who got into a fight with Rich last chapter, and it looks like Rich won that fight. Kanjidol says that because of the violence and restraint used against him, they can charge everyone affiliated with Lazarus for treason, but that will most likely likely not happen, and he's just being salty for getting destroyed by Ridge. In Prince Miriam's room, Bisky notices a change in Sequil's aura, determining that special martial law has probably been declared. She thinks about the best course of action once Sequil starts enforcing special martial law on Prince Miriam, and theorizes that Miriam's guardian spirit beast can only create the Nen space once. So once Prince Miriam leaves the Nen space, his guardian spirit beast will reset, go into hibernation, or even disappear. Therefore, leaving the Nen space is not an option. She's going to tell something to Vergei, which is probably the plan on how to get Sequil leave the Nen space. Then we return to Kurapika and Oito, where Bobby Maina explains that Prince Benjamin has pardoned the fake Prince Wobble since he can't be held accountable, but Queen Oito will be detained under suspicion of high treason and contempt of national ceremony. However, her punishment is put on hold because they can't determine the status of the real Prince Wobble, and considering her position as the potential queen regent for the next king, she is free but cannot leave her main bedroom, and we're left with Kurapika wondering what the real reason for the declaration of special martial law was, unaware of Prince Benjamin's condition.